And I say nothing. I just ask a question. Am I not permitted to ask a question? Did Melania Trump work for Epstein? Just a question. Can you hear and see me? Tommy, can you hear me? Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay. Let's see how far we get. Dear friends, we live in an insane world ruled by insane, perverted, satanic, sadomasochistic, adrenochromistic people. We need the Book of Light. Book of Books, Savior and Mankind. Step smooth. Kannst du mich hören? Can you hear me? Ja? Step smooth? Can you hear me? Ja oder nein? Please say yes or no. Okay. Step smooth. The moment you cannot hear me, you please say it again. So that I don't talk for nothing. Today, do you hear me loud enough, Step Smooth? Do you hear me loud enough? Or do I have to change something? I think I'm speaking loud enough, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being so courageous, Step Smooth. For being so courageous. We asked today the question, did Melania Trump work as a prostitute for Ghislaine Maxwell and for Donald Trump? I don't say that. I'm just quoting somebody that you wouldn't imagine that this person said it. You would not imagine. I tell you, you wouldn't imagine. They say in summer 2025, I received a post privately because I lived 10 years in Los Angeles, in Brentwood, Bundy Corner Dorothy, in front of the house where OJ killed his wife, and so forth and so on. Okay. And I received a message that Melania Trump, the US First Lady, worked as a prostitute before she met her husband, President Donald Trump. I received that. You would be amazed by whom? You would be amazed. By whom? If you don't believe that man, whom can you believe? But let's wait a bit. Donald Trump, when she was 18, they say, already she or maybe underage, she worked for Epstein, she met Trump, she met Ghislaine Maxwell. That's where they met. And underage kids, what did they do there? That person claims that she already had to do with the entire thing. Melania met Donald Trump with former socialite Ghislaine Maxwell and with the convicted child molester Epstein. A disgraced financier, they're not. Now. Allegations. The White House was asked for more information. They said, we don't know. We don't know. Well, who do you think gave that information that Melania Trump, already as a girl, was working for Epstein and met Trump there, or they were brought together and they married? Who do you think told me that? Make a guess. I wouldn't have thought it. That's unbelievable. What? And I have, friends, I say we live in an insane world ruled by insane people. We live in a world ruled by trash. Those up there are, except some, with some exceptions, are stinking, corrupt, satanic trash. Politicians, bankers, priests, kings and queens. That is the situation. And more now in the world is open to this hell on earth, to these perverts, who while 15,000 children die each day, these people rule and molest little children, and they say, and I have the information, that Melania Trump was one of them. Do you want me to reveal who gave me the information? Yes or no? Maybe Step Smooth want to tell me. Step Smooth, you want me to give the information or not? You say it. I follow what you tell me. Step Smooth. Shall I give you the information? Soll ich dir die Information geben? Ja oder nein? Yes or no? Tell me, please. Yes? Okay, now, the thing is this. The claim that Melania Trump worked as a whore when meeting Donald Trump was given, that allegation, by the son of the former president, Joe Biden, by Hunter Biden. He said that she was a whore for Epstein. Excuse me. Now she wants to sue the Daily Mail. And she wants to sue Hunter Biden for $1 billion. Never heard again of it. Maybe it was a slap suit where they, this is lawsuits that brought by individuals and entities to dissuade their critics from continuing to produce negative publicity. This information I have from Cornell University's Legal Information Institute. According to that. But, excuse me, we must cleanse ourselves. We are in the hands of Satan. This insane world is ruled by trash, by stinking trash. Politicians, bankers, priests, kings and queens, monarchs are, with a few exceptions, perverted criminals. And you wonder why the people, listen, in French society, in the French Revolution, they cut their heads off. So they come back. It's like the Hydra, you cut the head off, to are growing. The time has come, dear friends, that especially these people, when Melania Trump, see, I spoke in Paris with the former wife of Donald Trump. She fell down the stairs and died. She said the best revenge is a good life, because he divorced her. Poor pigs, I say. We need to be cleansed by the divine message from the true God. These people are insane. They belong into an insane asylum. It is our duty to cleanse us and these people. They belong to the insane asylum here, like that, and they have to be forced to read the Book of Light. This book that was dictated to me in Los Angeles. 40 pounds, the book, on weight, and the German translations below. God. One informer killed himself. He said, if you would know what those who rule us really do, you would vomit. And you chose them in the political parties and so forth. He said, well, Melania was an escort. He said, not escort, he said whore. So what? None of us is free of guilt. Who throws the first stone? Throw the first stone. By the way, the son of Donald Trump, I must say, makes a good impression on me. It's a straight chop. Sound barren. Shock Jock Radio, presented by Howard Stern, refaced that how Melania was having sex with Trump and this and naked or not. Well, this is their private thing. It doesn't matter, you know. She fought her way through Sevnica, Melania Knavs, the small town, and she went to. She studied architecture and said she had a degree. She wasn't even here there. But there's nothing new. Most of our politicians are here corrupt. I can give you a list of politicians, 200 who say they have a degree. They have nothing. Shows he studied design, architecture, blah, blah. Okay, good. And she signed in with a modeling agency in Milan, flew around Europe, and met Epstein. And now they say that's where it began. She was a slave of Epstein. Yeah, Krista, you see. I think if they let me be here, I can erase the first two. I have done my duty. We are ruled by pigs. These are swines, these are criminals all over the world. And we have to fight against them with the Book of Light, book, Savior of mankind. I give you a link, dear friends. I give you a link to pure yourself. And if Melania and Donald, I mean, he is already, if they see the link, click on it, get the Book of Light, cleanse yourself before you end up in hell, burning in hell, in pedophile hell. Here, look. And this is how the Book of Light will cleanse you from all the pedophiles in the world. There you go. You click there, you know what to do. There. Because man should not rule over man. See what happened? Now we have in Germany, they want war. Is this a solution? If war would be a solution to attain peace, peace would remain. No, after war comes peace, and after peace comes war again, financed by the banks. Lanu David molecule. We have to be cleansed by the Book of Light, by the divine message from the true God. These people, they say Melania was a prostitute. The son of Joe Biden says Melania was a pedophile prostitute working for the pedophile Epstein and just then Maxwell. By the way, the manager of the Beatles, I met him once. His name was Epstein too. Didn't know. He has to do something with it. I don't accuse people of something. I just say man shall not rule over man because man is not made to rule over man. When that knowledge from the Book of Light disappeared on earth, when that disappeared, the insanity began. The entire world is in the hand of Satan. Is the God of the church. Tell you that much. But the true God is not some transient structure, is the place from where we come and to which we go. The The time has come to get out of this insane world. Not by suicide, that won't help you, but guided by the book of light. Guided by the book of light. And we don't want to say, oh, this one did this and that. No, we just want to help. We want to help that poor woman of whom they say she was a prostitute of Epstein. Human beings are spiritual beings. Spiritual beings. The spirit has no gender. We have to return to a state of spirituality, meaning free from the desire for the other world. And it can be done, not in one life, maybe in 20 lives, 100, doesn't matter. But as long as we use our knowledge, a reverse of thinking back to the source instead of, as now, science, religion, that think into the world, hoping to find a solution in the world. Like somebody who is in water, trying to find another water or who sees the water and trying to find some situation there that is different from other structures. Both are transient. Water is transient, land is transient. Whatever you are aware of is transient. And we cling to these structures and we give them importance. And we say, this is how then a girl from Ljubljana or whatever says, well, I have a vagina, I have breasts, I go to Epstein. Let's see what happens. Without a return, a reverse of searching from outside to inside, we will always have new problems. Glory to the divine message from the true God. I know it's difficult. Because you see, the evil people say, well, we are ruled by trash, let us be trash too. There are no we have no more role models. You want to take Trump and these people or our German politicians as role models? And sometimes there is a day, dear friends, when I get a bit upset. Because I see the misery in the world. I see 15,000 children die each day of hunger while the pedophile priests get more and more fat. Is this justice? It's not. It's a Jews. Step Smooth says, Trump was the only one who spoke about abuse and the slavery of men. Is right. One does not exclude the other. Maybe he felt a bit guilty about his own behavior. Karma will teach them, of course. Hey, when I say here that we are ruled by trash, up there these people are trash, then I actually say it in order to save them. They may be intelligent, but they don't know real the consequences of their actions, which lead them directly to hell. And this is why the Book of Light is there. To show them the consequences of their action, and you still, while alive, you can turn around. You can come, Trump can come in front of mankind and say, come to the Book of Light. Come to the Book of Light. Cleanse yourself. Book of Light is like spiritual soap. When you are under the shower, you have soap or whatever. Just the Book of Light. When you are aware of your own weaknesses, they say always, oh, drugs, and the world takes drugs, and they want to eliminate the drug mafia. Why? We say in Germany, kein Angebot, keine Nachfrage. No offer, no demand. No demand, no offer. America lived 10 years there. They all take drugs from above to below. Why do you claim the drug traffickers? You could also say, why do you claim Maxwell and Epstein and Trump and others who were on the island, Bill Clinton and all these nuts, and the Pope himself, the Pope Paul, they say he was on Lolita Island, Epstein Island. But the thing is that these people have their brain in their genitals, in their dicks, or in their vaginas. And they identify themselves with vagina, with the genitals. You see, we are in a state of being in the world right now where people identify with their genitals. They don't say, I have a penis, I have a penis. If you would ask them, they say, no, that's not true. Yes, that's how we think. And the more intelligent they are, the more perverted, most of it. It's not so that the stupid people or the primitive people, no. Think at Ted Bundy. He was a Nobel Award candidate. Professor Dr. Bundy. He killed 40 women. He killed 40 women. So you think that to have an education will prevent you from being a monster? Must have the right education. But those people who have the education right now in the world, they come from universities, and then they are there and they can outlive their perverted desires. They can outlive their perversions because they are on top, they are the elite. And they are the biggest liars, scoundrels, perverts, Satanists you can imagine. Not those who down there no, up there. That's where the dirt is. And I speak to the dirt right now. To bankers, politicians, most of them. Banker, politicians, priests, monarchs. I speak to that trash. And I say, we know you. You are trash. But we come here to help you. Come and study the Book of Light to help you after death to end into a hellhole. What do you think were Queen Elizabeth? Oh, Queen Elizabeth. And her mother, the two. Where will she be right now? In hell. She is raped from behind, from back, from whatever. The British monarchy is responsible for all the tortures in Africa for the colonies. They raped, they tortured, they killed, incredible. All in the name of the British Empire. You think these people get away after that they come to heaven? Oh, no. They become victims. They will be tortured. And I say to them up there, wake up, come to the Book of Light, or you will be sent after death to hell, and your intestines will be ripped apart and they will grow back, because it's like Sisyphus. It's on the astral level. It's like you are with a dentist. He drills on your tooth, but you don't lose awareness, consciousness. This is how you pay. And you are intelligent. Can you not understand that you after death you will be wrapped up in hell like you cannot imagine? So you can right now prevent, and I say this to Trump and to Melania and to all that trash, and excuse me when I say trash, turn around from your wrong behavior. Turn around. Come to the Book of Light. Or unless you do that, you will not be only after death come to hell and will be tortured there, but you will reborn on earth as a victim. What do you think somebody like Stalin? Have you learned of Stalin in school? He killed 50 million Russians. Ordered the killing and so forth. Because they didn't want to be communists. What do you think? How many lives of intensive pain must such an idiot experience until his karma is outlived? It's called karma. Action is reaction. Action is reaction. And the history of mankind, as Falke said, this is what it is. You think a war now with Russia and with this and that will end the problem? No way, Jose. After war comes peace, and then comes a new war. That's always the same. Let me see what you think about it. And Step Smooth says it. The last step is the law. But what law? Step Smooth. Book of Light teaches the last step is the law of karma and reincarnation, taught in the Book of Light. Or do you have another law? I don't know. Margaret says, sorry, I don't understand the language. Well, there is a German version of that here. Es ist eine deutsche Version dieser Sache auch auf meinem Kanal. But the time is now that the world knows we are in a shithole. We live on a shithouse. On a perverted shithouse ruled by perverted shit people. And you say that with all my compassion, because I know that this trash will be treated like trash in hell after death and in new incarnation on earth. See all the people here in America. What's this place where they are tortured? Or is it in Cuba? Some of them, or many, have done nothing. They did nothing. They went hand in hand through Iraq with a girlfriend. There comes the Sharia police, cut her vagina open and cut his dick off, and said, and now you can live there in hell. You're not permitted to go hand in hand. All these things, what did these two people do? They did nothing. And Yeman said there was a Garden Eden. Yeah, there was a Garden Eden. Where's now? Where's the Garden Eden now? Who of you Christians can tell me that the perfected God created this insane world with these insane rulers up there and the pedophile? What is with the Green Party in Germany? What is with the pedophile problem with the Green? With the Grünen? Cohn-Bendit was their leader. He dreamt about sex with children. He wrote a book about it. They gave him a prize. Guantanamo, yes, Step Smooth, Guantanamo. I read a report of somebody who worked in Guantanamo. About 30% of all the people in Guantanamo had never done anything. They didn't even hold hands. They just said we have to just put some of them just to make people aware here. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? And the new FEMA camps. And you see, do we have a responsibility? They constantly ask me, well, you have a responsibility. Listen, if you sit there and spread the message, that's enough. You create a shield of security around yourself. You help more than all the doctors in the world. By telling the people, this is a disease, the body is a disease. You are not sick, you have a disease through which you speak. This is the radical teaching of the Book of Light. I'll show you something. You see if I find it. This is human being with the seals. See if I find it. Ah, yeah, I see here. You can always, some things are made, listen, this is when you die. It's also in English. I just said here. You drop all the etheric bodies and you reincarnate here, according to your desire. According to your desire. That's how it works. Here's interesting. We have ladies here, when you are pregnant, you see the angels who help you with your pregnancy? Now this you read in Germany, but the same thing is also written in English. You are responsible. Can you save the world? Are there problems? I tell you something right now, you may not understand. There are no problems. There are no problems in the world. And Krista says there's no reincarnation. Book of Light teaches there's nothing else but reincarnations. You go as a spirit through the levels of awareness, minerals, plants, animals, humans, and higher. That's how it works. That's how you learn. Everything else is an insult to God. So we have compassion. We have not only, by the way, not only compassion with the perpetrators, but also with the victims. Because victim was perpetrator. This is how they meet. Boom, 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 boom. This is how nations meet in war. Read the Book of Light for Children. Wait a minute. Our children are very important. I give you a link now. Begin with our children. Not like me. Children. Here. Boing. Oh, that's a long. It's very important, the Book of Light for Children. Here. Oh, it's all over the internet, but now that's better. That's better. Because our children. Now, I tell you something else. Book of Light for Children here. I hope Baron is reading this book. Book of Light for Children. There you go. Book of Light for Children. Read it, please, because our children, they say our children are our future. Well, already in school, children should know little things like I take somebody's mobile away and give him one or whatever, boom. At that time, what I did is I took myself a mobile away and I hit myself. This is actio is reaction. So once children know about the consequence of their actions, they start sooner, just for the purpose of self-protection, they start to behave correctly, just for self-protection. If you do it in your little place, you cannot save the world. You just study the law, Book of Light, and you help where you can. Maybe your neighbor's old, can't walk. Say, hey, can I bring you something? Can I go shopping for you or whatever? It's just little things. You cannot save the entire world. It's impossible. And Margit Bernardon said something very interesting. The nothing is the quietness of truth. Hey, listen. You should have once a day at least an hour of silence. Soul breath meditation. Wait a minute. Do I have that link too? You are there. You sit or lay or just sit there. And when you do that, first of all, 1,000 disturbances may come. Thoughts, this and that, and here and there. Oh my God, what else? No. But when you continue doing it, there will be silence. And that silence will lead you to true immortality, independent on persons and things, without beginning and without an end. Fake, what book do you mean? Book of Light for... Oh, of course, the Book of Light for Children. Sure. In German, yes. Buch des Lichts für Kinder. There you go. Over here. Whee! There it is. It is so important, dear friends. I said one thing that may be a bit upsetting for you. Googelt hat mehr vom Leben. Wait a moment. What is that? This is the Book of Light for Children in German. Huh? So, sorry, there's ein Durcheinander. Look. Here's for German. Book of Light for Children for German. You see it it's translated in Spanish. I don't know why. But it's... Yeah, it makes up. It comes suddenly in Spanish. Well, it's all over the world. Book of Light is all over the world. Confuso. Todo es confusado. This is the Book of Light in German for children. Book of Light for Children in German. In German. The Book of Light in German. There you go. It's in English and it's in German. Our children will urinate and shit on our graves. They will shit on our graves, I tell you, because of the state debt that we left them. And the correct money system to have is all in the Book of Life. Well, I tell you something now, and you will hate me for that. You will hate me for that. You will hate me for that. I lived 10 years in Los Angeles. I lived Brentwood, Dorothy Corner Bundy. I know the rich, I know the poor, I know them all. The most powerful, the more powerful they are, the more perverted they are, the more criminal they are. This concerns all over the land, be it in Spain, be it in Germany, be it in America, in the USA. Those up there, with exceptions, are perverted pedophile satanists. I tell you that. Sorry to say that. Sorry to say that. And the time has come now. I promised when I was in Los Angeles, homeless under the bridge, I promised to spread that knowledge. And it was dictated to me. There you go. Yes, there are, Krista. There are many. Krista writes Spanish. There are many versions of the Book of Light. Yes. Now I see you type something and it comes in Spanish. I don't know why. Oh my God, what a world. So I just want to say, you up there, we know who you are. With some exceptions, you are perverted, pedophile Satanists. And karma will get you. Unless you stop doing your criminal things and come to the Book of Light. Begin with that little book. Divine Message from a True God. Okay, I'll give you a link. Hey, listen, I don't make money with my books. I'm not permitted to take money. It's just production costs. I'm not permitted. It was dictated to me. I'm the only author in the world who doesn't take money from his books. Okay, I will show you where we have this link. What did I want to do now? Ah, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Divine Message from the True God. Hey, there we go. We have it already. Boom. There you go. This is a version only in English, and we have a version in English and German. See. Bloop. There you go. We have a version. This is only in English. Divine Message from the True God. It's a little book. A little bittle bookie. But so important. Extremely important. Get it. And you can also get it in German and English. And now comes always the Spanish. I didn't. Something happens here. They switch my Well, buen message. Cuanto más pequeño, más importante, sí. Me encanta este libro. Gracias, Cobra Verde. Gracias. Queridos amigos, muchas gracias. Vivimos en un mundo perverso, ruled by idiotas. And when I say we live in a world ruled by idiots, I don't say it hatefully. I say it to help these idiots up there, these politicians, bankers, priests. We are all idiots. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We are all mentally disturbed. We don't belong into this world. We belong where we came from. That's the point. Wake up, please. Contact me if you like. Wait a minute. And it doesn't matter if Melania Jackson was a prostitute or not. So what? You remember the story of the prostitute who knelt in front of Jesus? And she said, Jesus, I'm a prostitute. Each day I have 10 men from the front, from behind, in the mouth. I'm a sinner. You know what Jesus said? Do you know what Jesus said? He said, listen, baby, don't babble on me. Don't put your babble on me. Go and sin no more. And I will be with you. You see, and all the religions in the world, they teach wrong because they hope that God forgives them. Or like somebody has killed 10 people from the mafia, goes to the church, says, I repent, I regret. Said, oh, ego te absolvo. And he pays him $100,000 and he goes away and he thinks now he's, and you will be in heaven with Jesus. Here. It's not as it is, dear friends. Not as it is. Thank you very much. Is there anything, any questions you have? Anything that I can respond to it? Any doubt? Who knows? You may have a doubt. Alguien says, true message of God is love. Just depends on what love you mean. True love includes victim and perpetrator. You see a man who killed 100 people or tortured them? When you have real love, you know that they outlive their karma. And then you love them both. But superior love from up there. Superior, look at that. My God, where did that come from? Don't judge lest you be judged. But we have to say that, what's his name? The son of Biden said that Melania was a prostitute for Epstein. And she met Trump and he married that prostitute. That's what the son of Joe Biden says. That's the son of Joe Biden says. And we are all sinners. We are all sinners.